Here we are. I got pulled over on my riding mower on the way to go get air in the tires. So I don't understand what his problem is and all that. But we're going to find out and we're going to videotape it. How can I help you?
Yeah, she found the car plate.
Yeah, how can I help you?
Yeah, do you have your driver's license registration insurance on you?
Excuse you?
I said, do you have your driver's license on you?
You're asking me for a driver's license? Why would I need a driver's license?
Because you're operating a vehicle on the roadway.
This isn't a vehicle, it's a lawnmower.
Yeah, it's a vehicle.
It's not a motor vehicle.
Yes, it is. It has a motor
I'm not
on
going to
it.
stand here to argue fact with you, okay?
You don't have to. You just have to give me your driver's license.
I don't need a driver's license to ride a mower, for God's sakes. Go away from me, please. Look, you guys have been getting way out of hand. Do you understand?
I need to see your driver's license.
I don't need a driver's license for a riding mower.
I need to see your driver's license.
I'm not giving you a driver's license. I am not a participant in the driving code because, fact, I am a private person and I am using the common way, okay? It is open to all of us. That belongs to us, by the way, us the people, not you the police or the government or the township. No, you guys got that all twisted. That's why we're having so much problems right now in this country, okay? They're saying it's a black thing. It's not just a black thing. You guys are oppressing everybody. Stop, back off, go do something that's constructive because this is stopping. Do you understand me? All this stuff across this country is going to make you guys stop abusing your powers. You don't have the power to act on a person using their right to travel upon the public roadways the common way. It was already ruled upon in the Supreme Court many years ago. If you guys would read the law. I know the law because I read the law. I looked it up. I looked up case law.
Terrific.
I am not driving. Driving is a commercial activity. That is licensed.
I need to see your ID.
What proof do you have I am engaged in a commercial activity right now?
I need to see your ID.
When you tell me what commercial activity you're accusing me of, I will give you...
I understand. And if you're absolutely right, and if you are absolutely right on your constitutional... No, sir.
I'm going about my business. I'm going to go up here and take care of my business because I got to get back before dark.
Sir, if you
are putting me into a jeopardized position right now.
If you don't produce ID, you're
I am not
being
producing
detained.
any ID for you. This is not a state that has stopped an ID. I wasn't breaking any law. I am taking my personal riding mower down here to get air in it at the air pump. It's none of your business really what I was doing. But please, go about your business and leave me alone.
You're going to produce your ID.
No.
Well, I'm going to place you under arrest.
You cannot. I am not under arrest. I didn't do anything. What crime are you suspecting?
You are going to be placed under arrest.
What crime are you suspecting?
You're operating a vehicle with
It's not a vehicle. It's not a motor vehicle.
Okay.
Look it up in the codes. And the codes do not apply to people who are not engaged in commercial activity. Codes apply to commercial activity. I am not in commercial activity. I'm trying to go to the store and get some groceries along with filling up to checking the air in these things and get the hell home before dark. I'm jeopardizing my life. Because now you're going to tell me you're going to arrest me and throw me in prison when the bunch of people might have a coronavirus. So please, get away from me.
Then produce some ID.
I don't need the ID. Look, those guys driving around with freaking taillights on. Please go do something.
Produce some ID.
I am not giving you ID. I have no reason. Give me a reason why I have to ID.
Because I asked you.
This is not a motor vehicle.
I stopped you.
This is not a motor vehicle. This is not a motor vehicle. It is a riding mower. It is a firm implement.
You have the absolute right to go to court.
It is a firm implement. I am driving it on the roadway legally and lawfully. Now, please, go back to your ID. No, I didn't do anything to give you any kind of reason to give me ID. I did not break any law.
I hear what you're saying.
Then stop.
I've heard all of that before.
This is what's causing problems, buddy.
I need to see your ID.
No. Respectfully, no. I recline. I thank you for asking me, but I have no reason to. I didn't break any laws.
Then I'm going to place you under arrest. Then I'm going to place you under arrest.
You cannot. What are you going to place me under arrest for? What for? For your ID? You better look it up.
No, I'm going to arrest you for driving a motor vehicle on the roadway.
Oh my God. You really want to go on the news, bud?
Yep, absolutely.
Well, we're going to, because
this
is not a motor vehicle.
Let's do it. Let's get off there. I'll under arrest. You can do that.
No, we're videotaping right now, buddy. So you go ahead and do what you're doing.
So it's all good.
Good. So you actually are committing a felony right now.
Okay.
You like that?
I'm going to place you under arrest.
For what?
Produce your ID.
For what?
I already told you.
This is not. First off, let's go back to the beginning. Okay, let's go back to the beginning. You're trying to say this is a motor vehicle.
That's
the
the state
reason.
of Pennsylvania is.
What?
The state of Pennsylvania is.
I don't care about the state of Pennsylvania. I'm talking
Well,
about.
you're in the state of Pennsylvania.
I'm talking about. No, I am not in the state of Pennsylvania. I am on the state of Pennsylvania.
Okay.
I'm not in the ground, buddy. I'm not dead.
Okay, great. You still need to produce your ID.
No. For what reason? This is not a motor vehicle, which was your probable cause
Okay.
for harassing me in the first place.
Let me explain to you where we discuss what is and what isn't right.
Okay, first
is
off,
in front of a judge.
No.
Yes.
No, that's the problem. Because see, this kind of intimidation is what's causing all this uproar, bud. Please understand and talk to your folks. This is what's causing it. You guys are enforcing law. That is not law. It's called color of law. Okay? And your codes, rules, and regulations only apply to people when they knowingly.
I know this whole thing. You can keep repeating it. I've heard it all before.
Then why are you
I've been hearing it for years.
Why are you?
Because
okay,
it
then
is
why
not
do you
correct.
continue to break
Because
law?
it's not correct.
What is not correct? The Supreme
You
Court
have to
rulings?
comply with the laws of Pennsylvania.
The laws of Pennsylvania only apply to those people who consent to them. There is only 3 laws in this country. Period. You don't hurt nobody. Okay? You don't hurt nobody's property or damage it or steal it. And if you do, you make amends for it. And you don't do fraudulent business, which is exactly what you guys are doing. You're accusing me of driving. I am not driving. I am traveling on this personal property, which happens to be a riding mower, by God's sakes. Look, everybody, it's a friggin' riding mower. He wants a driver's license for a riding mower. And this is who? Chief who?
Heilman.
Heilman. Would you like to spell it for everybody out there, Mr. Heilman?
It'll be on your citations.
I'm not getting a citation unless you want to really go to jail.
Yeah.
All right, well, you know what? I'm not, look, I'm not consenting to your...
I understand. I understand. I will tell you that you are giving me your ID completely against your will. Just give it to me and we'll all acknowledge it.
No, because when I give you my ID, I am making a contract with you, and I don't want to do business with you. You are a corporation. I don't want to do business with your corporation. Do you understand?
Yeah, I've heard that before.
No, you don't understand. Because if you did, you'd say, I understand, sir, I'll let you alone, because you're one of the ones that does understand. And then you would go about your business sitting up there on private property, by the way. These people here, they do this on private property, by the way. He was sitting on somebody's private property waiting for speeders to come by where people couldn't see him. It's called a speed trap. And this is Carroll Valley. This is the corrupt police force that is not only for black people, because unfortunately, there's not a lot of black people in this community, but this is what they do to people that just are trying to mind their own business and go about life. And you harass us and steal our money. That's why the black people don't have money. That's why poor people don't have money. You guys keep making up these bullshit laws and rules. Do you understand they're called codes for a reason? Because it's not a law.
Right. Can you produce some ID for me?
I can, but I'm not going to. I have no reason to, sir. You have not given me a legitimate reason. This is not a motor vehicle. Please, go back to your car.
I understand your interpretation.
No, it clearly says this is a farm implement. It is not required to have a license. A friggin' 12-year-old or some shit can ride one of these things on the road. Please look it up and understand the law before you arrest me, and I have to sue you too. I already got like 5 of them right now. They're going to be banging as it is.
That's okay. You can sue me. We got insurance for it.
No, that's the point, dude.
If you're already good at it,
this is what's causing the problems. Your attitude.
I know. No, I don't have an attitude. I just want you to produce your ID because I'm going to do what I'm going to do.
What legal reason do you think I have to give you my ID?
Yeah, you're operating a vehicle on the roadway.
Why?
You're operating a motor vehicle on the roadway.
And again, he's calling a riding mower a motor vehicle.
Yeah, exactly.
It is not a motor vehicle in the state of Pennsylvania. I'm going to call a friend of mine in the meantime because it appears he's calling back up here. So forgive me, everybody, but I'm going to make a phone call here real quick because I had a feeling this is going to happen. Didn't happen to somebody else, but it happened to me. I'm not,
We're doing sovereign citizen.
I'm just trying to understand things here. No, I'm not sovereign citizen. That's an oxymoron, buddy. Sorry. You're either sovereign or you're a citizen. You can't be both. It's a fact. Look, see, that's what you guys don't understand. You guys don't understand the law. You are enforcing codes, rules, and regulations that are not law.
No, you already told me that.
Right. So why are you ignoring the law, the real law? Why?
Let's try it out.
Let's
go to court and try it out and see whose law's real.
Hey, John, can you hear me, buddy? Oh, shit, hold on. Fuck, what did I do? God sakes, answer. No.
You guys know him? I don't know yet.
You guys need to go left, please. Look, now you're making me after.
Well, I told you you're going to end up in jail. We go down this road too far.
If I go to jail, I swear to God, none of you people will have a house or a place to live in. I'm not threatening. John, you got to answer the God blessed phone, buddy. I'm getting arrested right here. Right down from the store. Guess what? Here's the police, and I am recording. Thankfully, I got the video. John. John? Can you hear me? Hey, I'm getting arrested right here. Right down from Miss Sally's nice little place where this cop was hiding out waiting to get speeders and trapping people. And guess what? I got 4 police officers here right now wanting my ID for riding a motor vehicle allegedly down the roadway, which is not a motor vehicle. And that's the whole problem. So anyways, I'm probably going to need bailed out because this man's threatening me with throwing me in prison and taking away my freedom because I'm exercising my right to travel upon the side of the road, by the way, which is not part of the roadway. And the roads belong to me anyways. I'm a property owner in Pennsylvania. John, anyways, that's me, yeah. Look, what am I supposed to do here, bud? You tell me.
Produce your ID.
Your mower's sitting here right now. So you're going to force the handicapped man to come up here on crutches to get his mower back, right? Because I had to go up
here and
get stuff
impound it.
See, this is how nasty these people are. This is exactly why these riots are going on. Because of stupid shit like that. This is not a motor vehicle. His reason for pulling me over saying it's a motor vehicle.
So back to the ID.
It clearly says this is a farm implement.
So back to the ID.
I already told you. You give me a legitimate reason to give you ID, and I'll give it to you.
Legitimate reason is so I don't have to take you to jail.
No.
Because I'll take you to jail and fingerprint you, and the judge will have to hold you to this ID.
Is that what you're saying?
I'm going to take you to jail for driving a motor vehicle on the roadway without a license.
How do you know I don't have a license?
Produce one.
I don't need to. It's a farm implement. You're missing the facts.
You want to give me your name and date of birth?
Absolutely not, because I don't want to contract with you.
You don't have a license.
John, look, I'm already going to jail because I'm not going to give in to the son of bitches, all right? And you know I was in perfect health when I left there, so you got it? I kept away from diseases and shit. These people are jeopardizing my life right now. He's threatening to put me into a prison where I'm going to be locked in with other men who probably have some kind of disease. And you're threatening my life to kill me.
Yeah, I definitely got the
Over
idea.
bullshit. You're enforcing a code, a rule, and a regulation, not a law. It is not against the law for me to use the roadways. Anymore if I were riding a bicycle down here. Would have never gave you any right for that either. Okay, it's no different. It's not a motor vehicle.
Make a choice how you want this to go. Make a choice how you want this to go.
John, you can't walk down here. And I don't think it'd do any good.
Well, it's not going to do any good for you. That's for sure.
He's already got his mind. Look, John, he's already got his mind made up to arrest me. And I'm videotaping it right now. Okay, so like, we got to, you know. There ain't no break the catch. He's enforcing bullshit. Okay, and it's gonna go. It's already broadcast live stream, by the way.
Cool.
It's already out there, so you can't erase it off the phone, by the way. But anyways, John, I gotta go. I think I should be allowed to get down the roadway, but obviously I'm gonna have to sit here and talk to these 5 men now that don't seem to understand the law at this point. Or maybe if they get together and hold on top, maybe they'll understand that I'm not breaking any laws.
Move along a little bit, make a decision.
John, I'll try to call you from prison. What is it again? What's your number again? What's the last 4? Okay. All right, bye-bye.
Can you put a dispatch in for...
Well, look, okay. I don't know if you guys can you hear me all right back there?
Look, listen to me. You're talking to me, not
them. But listen. You guys need to talk and huddle up here, okay? Because you're all going to be involved in this situation, all right? I'm recorded. I've been recorded. It's live stream. My point is that his reasoning for pulling me over was that this is a motor vehicle. Now, any of you guys that clearly know in the driving in PennDOT, it clearly says it's not a motor vehicle. Okay, it is a farm implement.
Okay, so pick where we're going.
So your probable cause to pull me over to ask for an ID is null and void. Null and void. It's pointless.
I've heard everything you're saying.
Right, and you still want to enforce.
You
install
I need to see your ID.
I don't need the ID if I wasn't breaking any law.
I heard you say that, and I need to see your ID.
Okay.
I mean, I really don't want to take you to jail, but I mean, you're not getting any choice. What do you want to do?
Well, I am, sir. I've warned you how many times you're breaking the law.
Okay, great. ID or jail? You pick.
Either way I do it, I'm helping you break the law.
ID or jail? Yeah, but one of them's going to happen.
Okay, here. Listen,
I understand you don't want to do either.
Listen to my point.
One of them's going to happen.
Okay, now listen to my point. You did pretty good so far. If I were to produce a driver's license for you, that would give you probable cause that I was engaged in a commercial activity and therefore had to be licensed to operate a motor vehicle down the roadway, which is not a motor vehicle. Now, since
How do you think you're giving me your ID changes what you're doing?
Because then I'm submitting to you that I am actually...
No, you're doing it under duress, so you don't have to go to jail. You're under duress because you don't want to go to jail to give me that license.
Because, yeah, and that's your guys'
so then there's no contract.
Then, but see, the thing
then there's no contract.
But the thing is, what you're trying to enforce by arresting me, threatening to arrest me, and basically kill me, if possibility, there's a lot of people going to prison, dude. They're letting prisoners out, okay? For God's sakes. And you're threatening to take me in for something I didn't even break a law for?
Yeah.
A little code or ordinance in your town or something, which doesn't apply unless I consent to it. And that's where you guys misunderstand. I could have agreed to this and said, yeah, sure, here, do that. Okay, fine.
Yeah, I understand that.
Right, that's a contract at that point. Once I give you my name, it becomes a contract.
You need to make a choice.
I just made a choice. Look, if I give you my name, I'm helping you commit fraud, and you're
helping yourself stay out of jail.
You're caught. Yeah, to keep me from. Okay, it's either stay out of jail or commit fraud. So you want me to commit fraud by telling you I was engaged in the commercial activity?
I didn't tell you to tell me that.
That's what I'm telling you by giving you my driver's license. Listen to me closely. What is a driver's license for? What is any license for? A fishing license, hunting license, any license. What's it for? It's a permission to do something that you're not normally allowed to do. We are normally allowed to use the roadways in a normal way. If we want to use it in commercial capacity, if you understand case law.
I understand. I've heard all that.
You don't listen to it though. It's going in one ear out there. Okay, look, guys, you're all going. You're going to be all on the report. You're going to have to be. You're all on live stream right now. You guys are making a total ass out of Carroll Valley, Pennsylvania, and Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. All the 500,000 men and one woman that died in this friggin' area in Adams County, and this is what we got now for freedoms. It wasn't over black people leaving the South.
Choice.
I don't have any choices, sir. I am not going to commit fraud by giving you a driver's license, because then I'm telling you I'm in a commercial activity, and I'm not. So I can't commit fraud. That's a felony. Now, if I fail your ID, you don't have any charge.
So
because you don't have a valid reason to ID me. It's a writing mode. It's a farm implement.
Make me take you to jail for this?
It's a farm implement.
You're gonna make me take you to jail for this?
No, I'm giving you every hour I can.
Then give me some ID.
All right. Can you guys talk to me? I'm sorry. I've tried to explain it to you, dude. I can't explain it any more simple. If I give you ID, I am giving you a contract. I'm entering into a contract.
Hey, let's try this. Let's try this. Everybody's heard you. Everybody raised their hand.
I am not willing to enter into a contract with you.
Nobody's raising their hand, so they all agree with me. So how about you make ID?
You have the gold on your head.
They don't work for me.
It doesn't matter. You still got the gold. You were the first officer on the scene. It's all the thin blue line. Cover thy butt. Cover each other's butts. Guess what? All you guys are going to jail. Okay? Right now, you have been interrupting me. Okay? Yeah. Now, unfortunately, because I'm not in my personal automobile and on the actual roadway, I would have paperwork for you explaining to you how much I'm charging for this right now, by the way, by the minute, because you're detaining me.
Of course.
And if you arrest me...
Of course you would. You don't bring it with you when you're riding your mower?
Everybody, please listen. I have a written contract, which is on file in the courthouse of York County. It says...
You didn't file it in Adams County?
I'm sorry, Adams County. My bad.
Okay.
You're correct, Adams County. It says, my fee schedule, for arrest, false arrest, obviously. This is bullshit. Okay, look, everybody. Okay?
I guess I'm going to jail tonight.
3-4 police cars out here, whatever.
So we really got to go to jail? We really got to go to jail?
Listen,
I don't want to go there either.
Anyways, if I go to jail, this man has promised to pay me $10 million because that's what my contract says it's in the courthouse. I suggest you do some more investigation.
I didn't sign it.
Doesn't matter if you signed it. It's on public record, buddy. What's on public record is fact. Sorry, read the law.
Oh, okay. Well, then your driver's license is on public record as fact.
No,
so
it's not a fact. I'm not a driver. A driver, first off, you
don't have a driver's license. You're not a driver.
It doesn't matter. A driver is a person who operates a motor vehicle for money or other kind of substance. Look it up, for God's sakes. Google. Don't you people know how to read and write?
Okay.
Look up case law. It's been ruled over and over and over and over.
I'm trying to work with you as much as I can.
Dude, look, first off, you had no problem pulling me over. I wasn't even on the road. I was alongside the road, and I want to burn an instrument, for God's sake.
How about your name? Can we start there?
No, because I'm not entering into a contract with you. Well
then, hop off the moon. Let's put you under arrest.
No. This is gonna stop, guys. This is extortion. This is mafia extortion.
Okay.
Because what are you going to do? If I give you my driver's license, you're going to give me something, aren't you? You're going to give me a piece of paper. Contract. I don't want your contract. That's the point.
Well, the judge is going to give you one at the jail.
No, that's not an option, dude.
Well, I mean, he'll keep you there until you take his papers.
John, I'm sorry. Sir, you have no probable cause to pull me over and no cause to arrest me. What crime have I committed?
I understand.
Please articulate for the world what crime I've committed.
We've been through this.
And say it again, because everybody's not going to get this. They're going to be ringing your phone off the hook, and oh, dude. Anyways, please say it again. For operating a motor vehicle alongside the roadway,
on the roadway,
that is a farm implement in the state of Pennsylvania. It clearly says it in the driving codes that this is a farm implement, and it is not.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
It doesn't pertain to PennDOT.
It doesn't.
Please, I've read it. I know the friggin' manual, dude.
All right, well, come on.
I spent 6 years in prison reading case law.
Okay, well.
6 years of my life. By the way, you guys owe me 2 years already.
All right, well, pop off the mower. Let's put you under arrest.
Whatever, dude. Look, I have a right to.
We're gonna remove you from that mower.
No, you're not.
And take you into custody. Yeah, we are.
Listen to me.
I don't want to do that.
I'm a disabled man. I'm a disabled veteran too, by the way, which I'm very, very sad to say I'm a veteran. When I see this kind of freaking stuff, this bullshit. This is Nazi shit, guys. You can't ask for papers when I haven't broken the law. What is it you don't understand, sir? I hope you don't like your life because it's gonna change your life.
Okay, that's fine.
Dude, please don't do this. I'm begging you. Just go about your business.
I'm begging you not to do this. Just give me your ID.
Not to do what? I haven't done anything wrong. You're trying to
making me take you to jail.
I'm making you do break the law.
You are making me do that.
I'm making you do what, sir? Break the law?
Take you to jail.
He's calling. He doesn't get it. I'm saying I'm making you break the law. He's saying take me to jail. There's two different things there, but it's the same thing. Taking me to jail is breaking the law, dude. I got rights to travel down this fucking roadway.
Absolute last chance. Absolute last chance.
Dude, if you don't get in that freaking car.
Absolute last chance.
Look, all right. I have post-traumatic stress disorder and other injuries and shit, and you are not touching me. Do you understand me? Plus, you don't have the coronavirus for all I know.
I don't want to.
Something like this, believe me, dude.
I don't want to.
Guys, you gotta talk to him and get him to go away. Seriously, you guys have a huddle or something. I'll just sit here. I'm not gonna do nothing. I ain't got no weapons on me. I'm fine. You just have a huddle or something, because this ain't happening. Believe
I don't want it to go this way. You're picking it. You're choosing how this outcome is going to occur.
Okay, look. Again, we're gonna go over the basic facts.
Why don't you just give me your ID and then sue me later?
No, that isn't how it works, buddy. You don't kill somebody and then go, oh, sorry, oops. No, not anymore. It's over, guys. Go away, please. Please. Right. I have no reason for you to be here. I don't want you here. There was no cause for you to come here. You invited yourself into my life and are trying to steal from me alongside the road with weapons. Okay? This is called piracy and theft. Do you understand that? I wasn't breaking any laws.
I thought it was contracting a minute ago.
It's mafia shit. You're damn right. You got fucking guns and shit. What am I gonna do? You're gonna throw me in fucking jail. Possibly kill me. Over what? Over me not doing anything illegal. I am traveling down this roadway.
Fairfield status.
If I was walking down this roadway, you'd have a right to ask me for my ID for what?
Okay.
Nothing, right? You're saying it's a motor vehicle. That's your reasoning. That's not a reason. This is not a motor vehicle. Somebody please look up the codes.
Okay.
No.
You done? Last chance?
No.
Okay, then you're coming off the road.
No, you're going away.
Come on.
I'm telling you, you're going away. Come on, man. No, hold on. This is nuts. Oh, this is nuts. Don't resist! Don't resist! I'm glad. I gotta go. We don't want to hurt you. Don't resist. We don't want to hurt you. Just relax. I can't fucking breathe. Relax. I can't fucking breathe. You don't understand. I'm not fucking breathing. You motherfucker. We don't want to hurt you. Just relax. Oh my God. You guys are going so bad. My hand bleeds out my fucking head. Oh my God. Roll him over. Oh my God. There you go. Dude, I can't believe you just fucked your life up like that over something so fucking dumb. Why would you break the law like that? Why? Why?
Gave you every chance, man.
You don't understand, dude. You gave me every chance to do what? To do what? To give in to your bulliness and your corruption? And steal my money for a motor vehicle violation that I am not on a fucking motor vehicle. You're missing the whole friggin' fact point there, dude. Oh my God.
Hold still, woman.
I guess we got the whole police force, don't we? Yeah, they're all gone. Cumberland Township. All the way from Cumberland Township. Who else we got here? Help, another Cumberland Township. Sir.
You get in my face again?
I didn't get in your face, I was looking at his back.
Way too close to me. Get that close to me again.
Yeah, well, you guys got me exposed right now. Thank you. Thank you. Every fucking one of you. I hope you know you're breaking the law so fucking bad right now. Dude, you have no clue. You have no clue. I spent 6 fucking years in prison looking this shit up. You think I'm fucking crazy? You really think I'm that fucking crazy?
Yo, you're spitting all over him. Chill.
No shit, you guys not my mask off. You're fucking violating my rights.
Come on.
I fucking fought for this country. Come on, right. You son of a bitches. Fucking, oh my God. I can't believe you guys. I really, oh my God. Thank you. You just gave me a great platform. Oh my God. Oh, you guys are so fucking stupid. Follow the law for once. Please. That would stop this shit.
Hey, bro.
I don't see him.
He was just...
Jeopardizing my life.
You smell him?
Put the windows down.
No.
Put the windows down.
I'm sure he probably already knows. He smells like he's been drinking.
Put the windows down.
I couldn't smell a thing. I didn't have a chance.
Pretty sure he's been drinking. I caught a whiff of it while we were down.
One is fine.
I guess.
One is secret. You got thrown or you threw it or something. I turned the video on.
Wonder what's in there.
It's still, Smell it?
Nah. I could be wrong, but when we were down there, I thought I just caught a whiff. But with this thing on, who knows?
Yeah.
I'll crank the AC up for you. How's that?
Yeah, and the man that owns, I just called, was the one that owns the mill.
Okay. Yeah, I just turned the air up all the way for you. Hang on.
first off, you're the one that broke the law by coming to me and asking me for an ID. You don't understand that fact, dude. I had no obligation to give you an ID. You just beat me up. For nothing.
There's nothing there. I thought he had like a little wallet that got taken out of his pocket and it's in his hat.
Let me look. What's in his hat?
Oh my cake. I need it.
Okay.
Even though you got my ID, and I'm not driving, so I wasn't an influence factor, therefore I wasn't driving, so I wasn't breaking any law, and now you're going to take me to jail on top of all beating me up. By the way, get a good look at my face, bleeding shit to these guys, overreacting, trying to choke me out and everything else.
34 hours, I'm going to be standing up and saying body on the scene.
I got pre-existing conditions.
Okay, 32 more.
Post-traumatic stress disorder shit, dude. Friggin', that's wrong, man. You don't know what you guys are doing back there. Okay? You guys are abusive, okay? That's the problem, okay? And I'm bleeding.
I mean, trust me, Ronald, the last thing I wanted to do was take you to jail tonight.
Guess what?
I've all but begged you. No, you chose it.
No. Listen to me. You were trying to force...
All you had to do that is give me that. It wouldn't be the first citation you've gotten, Ronald.
I'm going to try to explain this to you one more time. Okay, now that you already got control of me, and you got it, right? Now you got it, okay? Look at them fuckers. Let me guess what? Now, listen. Here's the law. Okay? First off, one no. Second, look it up. You've got this law. I have told you who you are. You are not free. What you do is you get up. Then you realize you're wrong. Look, I spent 6 years in prison. 2 years in law. Just left to go back in prison. I see the guy, I'm talking the legal system is fucked up. It's not when you do what you do right now. You beat people up and hurt them. You beat them. You need to alive for that shit. Okay? You can't put me in fucking a hole like this. You do nothing. You understand? Right now, you're working for the attempted murder. Right now, you're working for the attempted murder.
Got your operator Ronald Ball, 6 Girls Track Road, Fairfield, PA. License is suspended.
Right.
Negative NTID, negative local.
How do they have no license?
Okay. You want to run in? I'm just referring to have to stop it. See if we can have to work around this.
Okay.
You don't conspire, man. You're doing a felony. You're doing a felony arrest right now. You're arresting me without probable cause or a reason. You're arresting me for failure. I didn't have any reason to ID you. I'm not stupid, dude. I know the law. I wouldn't have stood there and told you what it was. Man. Well, how many years you been on the court? Let's hear this one.
30. Yep.
And by the way, I'm putting this on tape right now. I wanted a copy of all of you guys' dash cams and or personal release cams. And my phone will be perfectly plus, more than one
But you're not an American citizen?
What?
You're not an American citizen.
No. I'm not a U.S. citizen.
So you're not an American citizen or a U.S. citizen?
What?
You're neither of those. Okay. Well, I'm asking.
They are actually slaves. Alright? Now look back at history. Now look back at all the presidents have done it for years. They've signed documents and stuff. You gotta look back at the Organic Act 1871 to begin with. That's when the United States of America became a corporation. We no longer became a government. So you're working for a corporation. You're working for a big ass Walmart. That's what you're doing. Okay? And you're enforcing corporate policy. You're not enforcing law. That's why it's called rules, regulations, codes, and ordinances. It's not law, dude. It's called code. It's called code for a reason. Right? And I don't even apply anyways to the codes because it is not a motor vehicle. Which if you would have been bright, you would have asked one of the boys to go look it up with. Because obviously after 30 years you don't know the difference between a motor vehicle and a non-motor vehicle. Just because it's got a motor on it, don't make it a motor vehicle. Okay? It has to be a motor vehicle. And an automobile is not a motor vehicle either. And you gotta look up the definition of motor vehicle. Which if you look it up, it is a vehicle that is used in a commercial capacity. Now, what commercial capacity did you see me use?
Yeah, not according to the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania.
That's the law, dude. Listen to me. You're not been bullshitted like the rest of us, okay? It took me getting pissed off. It took the last straw, dude, okay? I had my life stolen from me way too many times by you people, alright? I finally said, you know what? This next time I go do, I'm not sitting there playing cards and hanging out and all the shit. I'm gonna look at a law library. I'm gonna educate my stupid ass self, okay? I'm gonna white boy this up a little bit, get me to be a white boy, okay? And guess what? There's laws. You guys are breaking every freaking day. And you do it knowingly. A lot of us do it knowingly.
1411,
Most of us do it unknowingly. And it's unfortunate.
Okay, 1411.
And by the way, your definition, and you got when you look up definitions, you gotta use motor vehicle. You gotta look that up in the Black's Law Dictionary, not Webster's Dictionary, because Webster's Dictionary is not a law dictionary. You have to look at the law dictionary definition. And if you would do that, you know that you look at drivers, and drivers when you use the road
for any other
paid in
damage.
some way, or compensated in some way for their services. Now, you're going to have to explain to me, to win this lawsuit, you explain to me what commercial capacity is. And look good, you won't sue. Okay? Other than that, dude, you ain't got to stand on. You lose everything because you just used every right that I had to stand on. And this is going to be so blown up, dude. Everything's going on. You just really screwed up, man. I was trying, dude, you got to admit, I tried like 50 times.
Well, you got to admit, I was begging you just to give me your ID.
Admit you're wrong.
No.
You're wrong about the law. That's the problem. You don't understand it, man. It's like trying to talk to a wall because you're brainwashed. You're brainwashed.
How did you get your driver's license suspended if you never drove commercially? If that's your deal.
Listen to me.
So you must have been found guilty of doing something, right?
Listen to me. Listen to me. First off, let's look at this. This is facts you can look up.
Well, I'm asking, did you get found guilty of vehicle code violations?
I have been screwed over by the government so badly. None of that shit applies to me anymore because it was fraud. Okay? Now, here's what you gotta follow. First off, these are the facts you can look up. Okay, look it up on the other. Organic Act 1870. Start there. Look at that. That's when the United States no longer was a government. Okay? It no longer had power over anybody. Okay? It's all voluntary at that point. To interact with a corporation. Okay? That's a fact. Alright? Walmart can't force you, can't come out here and take you like you just took me and force me to pay them, can they? But guess what? Your corporation can. Because they're faking themselves as the United States government. And the government of the people of America, they're not. The President of the United States is not the President of America, the country, the continent. He's the President of a corporation called the United States of America, for God's sakes. And it's only in 10 square miles called Washington, D.C. Alright? It's all written in the friggin' Organic Act 1871. Read it. Educate yourself. Okay? Stop believing the stupid stuff people tell you. Okay? I'm so tired of fiction in this world. This is a fiction, dude. Look at the name on that ID you got. It's in all capital letters. That's a fiction. It's a dead man. That's when it's in the state of Pennsylvania. Like you said, I was in the state of Pennsylvania. I'm not dead, dude. I'm not capital letter me. My mom and dad didn't name me all capital. That's a slave. That's a fucking corporate identity. I'm not the corporation, and I wasn't acting in commercial capacity, which is what the license is for. If you're acting in a commercial capacity, which I was not, and you clearly know that, and you won't admit that, and you won't. But anyways, the point is, look, right there's fact one, okay? Now.
I mean, all you had to do is, if you just told me you were Ronald Ball, I would have known that I had all your information already, because we've charged you with things before.
And then you would have charged me with driving on a suspended license and entering into a contract.
And you could have just gone about your business.
Right.
Yeah.
By submitting to your extortion.
No, you don't have to. You don't have to sign. You don't have to sign a thing. I would have just handed you some papers, and that'd be it.
Listen to me. A driver's license is required for somebody who is working in a commercial capacity behind the wheel of an automobile, a motor vehicle. Okay, not an automobile. An automobile is a private piece of property, by the way. And my private automobile, I also can travel upon the common way at my leisure and liberty, because I have a right to do that uninterrupted and unmolested, and I believe the constitutional thing says unobstructed and unrestrained, I believe, by any statute, codes, rules, and regulations. But you don't care about constitutional law, you don't care about law. You care about enforcement code, which is corporate policy.
Oh no, I love constitutional law. We do it all the time in court.
Listen to me.
We do it all the time in court.
You're enforcing a corporation's policy. I am not one of the corporation. I do not belong to the corporation. I'm not a capital letter corporate person. I am a lead, as you see out my face, when you guys shoving my face into the friggin' ground, concrete, the blacktop, whatever it was. Dude, I don't even know how many charges you got.
But how did you get a suspended driver's license if none of it applies to you?
Guess what? Why do you think I know what I know? Because I've gotten screwed over already enough to know now. Okay? Dude, I'm one of those factual persons who don't even know.
Thank you for that.
Okay? Because fiction screws
Connor Block, South Queen Street, Pennsylvania, Juliet, Lima, Whiskey, 4672. Going to be on Silver Highway, SUV,
policy on people, private people. You can't do that. There's a separation between private and public. I wasn't in the public. I am private. If I was doing public activity, I would have given you my IP. And if you would have had problems, call. You had a problem. Well, let's begin with it. That's the whole problem. And now, what do you think you're going to charge me with right now? Because realize, the more you charge me with, actually, you're charging me all the everything. All right? Well, seriously. But you're going to do what you're going to do. I've warned you. I can't force you. Okay? You're the mafia leader right now. You're the enforcer right now in mafia guys. Okay? You're doing what you're doing.
1415 out.
You don't care about what's wrong with it.
1415, go ahead.
If you did, you would have stopped back there.
More call units clear, please.
Dude, I bet you got 5 or 6 felonies. You will never. It's bad enough where you're at right now.
706.
I suggest.
I told you when we started this, I didn't want to take you to jail.
I told you. Don't you blame this on me, sir.
I'm blaming it on you.
No, you don't.
I'm blaming it on
You
you.
had no probable cause to interact with me.
Okay.
When I explained that to you, and asked you to politely leave the first time.
Yeah, but if you really believe that, then that would have been an easy lawsuit. You just give me your license, you could come back and sue me for violating your rights.
Because it wouldn't have been profitable. Now you just blew it the fuck up, dude. Now you made it profitable.
So you're saying you made it harder, so it would be a better lawsuit.
I made you understand your wrong. This is exactly what happens when you guys are confronted with the wrong.
Okay.
Okay? That was my point. This is exactly what happens. When a black man, white man, I don't care. Color doesn't matter.
11, the address, 10 Birch Lane.
Us or
Who's
them.
reporting that
I'm not saying
neighbor is?
I'm saying us or
This is
you.
a possible address for them.
Because you guys are at war with us.
3247.
Yeah, you attack me like a fucking prisoner, dude. I got fucking rights.
Alright.
Whether you want to respect me or not, okay? You knew I had it.
18.
Public media or anything with your family.
Okay, I'll put you around to the jail.
You guys are, oh man, you just made a whole better picture. I didn't even think about that, man. That sucks for you, bro. I'm
Available 14 unit, call
sorry
number.
for that. And don't you dare blame it on me.
I
gave you every opportunity to walk away from that.
I begged you to just give me your name.
You begged me to what?
Just give me your name.
You begged me to commit a felony.
You don't introduce yourself to people?
Listen to me.
You can just introduce yourself to me.
Okay.
first.
Hi, I'm Ronald Ball.
Okay.
Oh, hi, Ronald.
Yeah.
That would have been easy.
Yeah, that would have been easy. Now, listen to me.
No contract or anything.
That's perfect. Yeah, no, hold on. That's what you just said, right?
That's what you said. It would be a contract. You gave me your ID. I said, you just tell me your name. That wouldn't.
Right.
Adam
His name and date of birth,
15, 7
right?
trying to get a hold of you.
Sir?
Hang on a second.
15, 7, 18. Can you check your phone for a message when you get a chance? Pennsylvania registration and says it's going to be Pennsylvania Juliet Romeo Alpha 5233 JRA 5233. Let me know when you're ready for Tennessee. Good. Tennessee 1360692. Come back to it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Once they get approved, I'll make sure you get copies.
Are you going to say the same thing again?
What?
Are you going to say the same thing?
What
Okay.
I tell you is this is I spent every day, every moment, every day I did all my I did. I was giving you a wonderful interview about it. Because I finished my sentence. We're looking back out the rest of it back in the 70s. I didn't make that White House. I didn't actually do any prison. Okay? And therefore I have to back to the So I spent the next 2 years doing all that. Before that though, I looked up other stuff a little bit here. Driver's license. Then when they did this, I looked up the rest. Everything you got to do is corporate policy. And when the time people be sent to be forced to corporate work, it's sent to corporate policy. And that's the whole problem. You guys don't get that part. That's me if I can send. Right now, if I did one of the 3 real laws, okay, would have hurt someone, damaged someone's property, or stolen someone's property, or whatever, or would have entered into a fraudulent contract with somebody, then I would have committed what's called common law. That's the real law of the land, okay? Understand that, right? That? Now, what you did is force me into a fraudulent contract, which is one of the major real laws. Okay? Now, I don't know how many codes, statutes, rules. That's all just bullshit stuff, okay? But that applies to you directly because you work for the policy maker.
No, wait a minute. I got a question now. I got a question. So you said I forced you into a contract.
Yes, you did.
Okay, well, couldn't you
not breaking the law.
Couldn't you have given me your driver's license because I was forcing you to?
No.
And then you could have said the same thing and we wouldn't have gone to jail and all this?
No, because that not.
Well, why not? You were under duress, right?
I'll tell you why. Okay? Because then you would have given me a driver on suspended license, right?
Yeah.
Correct?
Sure.
Okay. Which would have been a false charge, and it would have been a felony for you to file it. It would have been a felony.
Right, so you could have gotten all that to begin with.
Felony. It would have been a felony for me to mislead you when I was acting in a commercial capacity that required a driver's license. But I was not.
But you weren't producing a driver's license of your own free will. You were producing it because I demanded it.
No, you're missing it. There is no free will because that means I consented.
Right, that's what I mean. You were under duress. I told you I would agree with you that it wasn't you were given
So not only 2014 Honda.
It's just like the old thing that you got. You don't have to tell anybody.
2020. I'm still waiting for Tennessee's Department of Transportation to come back.
And I don't think the American public realizes that, but they're going to know after this, Dad. Trust me, because you just gave me the best. Dude, I I wanted to get well.
So I think this is the first one in the. This is the first one of these in the U.S.
You fucked my head up, dude. My fucking head hurts on the bed. I should be going to the fucking hospital instead of this fucking thing. You don't care about that.
No, they have a
What you care
nurse.
about is a fucking business. Driving with suspended license, which means you're committing a fraud. Okay? Now, go ahead and say I don't have a tag too, and I don't have an inspection. Because guess what? It's not required neither on a riding note. Because it's a farm implement, right? What I'm trying to tell you is I studied the law. I got two cardboard boxes of files of your guys better than me, okay, of the law. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Very easy. 2-foot square boxes, okay? 4 cubic feet, okay? 2 foot across, 1 foot wide. 2 of them from prison, dude. That's a photocopy of them all. I spent thousands of dollars photocopying. Okay, you don't think I know what I'm talking about? You better second guess your training, buddy, because guess what? You're really good for it. I'm sorry for you, buddy. I really am. Your life has just changed for something I would never want to do. Thank you for not killing me, though, by the way, yet. But I'm putting you on right now. Realize, I'm giving you a warning right now, too. If you go into that gate, you're also getting charged with attempted murder. Because there could be somebody in there that has coronavirus who kills you. Right? Plus, you guys wear a mask all the time. Alright? So, you're already getting that anyway, I guess. Go ahead.
Okay.
Attempted manslaughter. Or attempted murder, or whatever.
Hey, Derek.
Whatever you guys give when you somebody spits on you, or whatever. You know, same shit. This was so fucking stupid. You guys wrong, man. Your police force is fucked. Wait till the mayor. Oh my god.
How can I help you?
Carroll Valley with one.
Sorry, sir.
Carroll Valley with one. The booking.
We go to the hospital.
Alright, sounds good. Give me just a second.
Still bleeding, man.
Well, you can talk to the nurse in here and she'll decide that.
90 Potato Road, Unit C. Between Fairmount Road and Q Road.
No, I'm not. I'm taking you right to medical care. It's right there.
You ordered, you not ordered me the
2133.
ID, Alano, right? You tell me that, well, you had ID, you ordered me the ID, you're going to arrest me, right? You arrested me for what? Failed ID, right?
No, I told you, for driving without a license.
What's that?
Driving an unregistered motor vehicle on the roadway without a license.
Riva Drive, between Poplar Road and Cherry Lane, call subject Mickey 54 class 2.
Oh, it'll be more than that. You got resisting arrest now, too.
Okay, cool, because that'll add up for you guys. If you start, you guys get that.
Thank you, 541, class 1, 2133.
You're going for a false. Understand that. I just explained to you the fact. Okay? You're breaking the law by
Well, you'll get a chance to explain that to the judge, too.
Yeah, you deny that.
Yes, I had probable cause to pull you over.
What you're saying is you are,
706.
I guess the word is ignorant, really, of the law. Because you're supposed to be educated.
Just to let you know, I still haven't yet to get anything back.
But you said none of the law counts.
No, you don't understand, dude.
Oh,
That's
yeah, I guess I'm-
It does count in this friggin' world. Look at, don't you understand?
I guess I'm missing something. Hang on.
Unbelievable. Wow. Boy, I'm glad you didn't clean me up.
Thanks, Brian. Good stop. Yeah, something for the grocery store.
Holy shit. You got so much stuff. Oh. Lord, I wanted money back. Fucking hurts, dude. Fucking head hurts.
From Allen Township. 1390 Potato Road, Unit B, Cedar Mountain Road.
Thanks, wait a minute, partner.
3247. Alright.
Please, Lord, don't let me die now. Please. Please, Lord, don't let me die now. My chest is hurting, dude, really bad. This is fucking bullshit, dude. You're giving me a fucking heart attack.
Well, let me get you in here to a nurse pretty quick then.
Hold on. Don't you yank at me, dude.
I'm not yanking you.
You just fucked me all up out there, man.
I'm not yanking you. I'm holding your arm
I
to
know.
help you
Just relax,
support yourself when you get
give me a
up.
minute,
No,
please,
take your
please.
time.
Dude, you already all but killed me.
Take your time.
All right?
Hop up for me.
Take my time to go commit
your time.
suicide. Is that where you're heading? Yeah. I'm not committing suicide. I'm going in here still under duress, everybody.
Yep.
You understand that?
Yep. Walk right to the door.
Yeah. You want me to cooperate? Well, guess what? I am not entering into a contract with you. I tried to explain it to you in simple terms that a fifth grader should be able to understand it. Okay? If you didn't understand it, then you're just, you know what? You're just
Step up there. Step right
intentionally.
against the door.
You're just intentionally. Here. Let me give you something. Let me give me a cigarette as well. Here. Okay. Let me there, well, please.
Step right
It's
against the
metal,
door.
so I figured I better give it to you. All right? Relax, dude. Look, you're taking me the wrong way, buddy.
No, face
You're
the door.
taking me the wrong way.
Yeah, I get you. Face the door for me.
Yeah, you get me.
Okay.
You get me. You got me, buddy. You think you got me? Trust me. You might keep me in here for a minute, but believe me, I will get out. And just
No, I'm
remember,
sure you will.
just remember, I just did 5 years, okay? This little stud in here ain't gonna be shit, okay? But and again, I'm telling you, dude, you better go look up the law. You better call a lawyer. Okay, you need to call a lawyer. You need to call a lawyer.
I got lots of them. It's good. I'm
No,
good with it.
no, a personal lawyer,
Yeah,
not the police.
insurance pays for
You
all
did
of it.
no.
Oh, yeah.
You did this personally, buddy. You chose this. This isn't the law. The law is not to beat up people who are not breaking the law. Do you understand? You acted outside the law, dude. That makes you personally liable. You have no community, no immunity when you act outside the law. You acted outside the law. You have no immunity. You're missing it.
Face it.
You're
No, I get
missing
it.
it.
Face it.
You don't have any immunity when you don't obey the law. You know. Alright. Wow, I can't believe you went to this extent, dude.
Okay.
You really want to
Begged you,
fuck
man.
yourself
I
up,
begged
didn't
you,
you?
didn't I?
You begged me to commit a
What did you
felony
do?
and commit a felony. I'm not going to commit a felony knowingly. No, that's the problem, dude. You don't. That's the problem. Yeah, I need pictures, guys, really bad. Hey, I'm peaceful, guys. I need medical care though.
Have
Am
you
I
been
just-
to the hospital?
No, he won't take me.
Then
Refuses
I'm
medical
not
care.
taking him.
Thank you. Now, another lawsuit.
Yeah, we'll go to the hospital if you want to go to the hospital.
He needs to go to, you can't bring him in here like that.
I need pictures, please. Somebody, can you guys take pictures, please? And you
That's
refuse me? I need to have it. I need to have it written.
Listen,
My name is Ronald Ball. I need to have it documented, please.
No,
This
sure,
man has-
tell her your
this man has
name.
committed felonies.
You just entered into a contract with her, right?
I can't take pictures of you, but I can refuse you
Team
with,
call 1
yes.
And write it down, please. Would you refuse me, Ronald Ball?
Yeah, you'll be back here. We'll be back.
Because of
We'll be
medical.
back.
B-A-U-G-H?
B-A-L-L.
Okay.
What?
B-O-L-L.
What's your date of birth?
I'm not entering the contract.
Now you're not getting into the contract with us.
Alright, we'll see you.
Look, he's already broken the law, guys. He's committing felonies here, left, and right. So, look, I'm not cooperating, but I'm also not fighting.
Fair enough.
Get me?
Alright, see you in a little bit. Be careful.
Thank you.
Outer ends.
And I have no social security number, so don't tie it to him.
I don't,
You got somebody fraudulently put me to a social security number. I don't have a social security number.
I don't need your social security.
I don't own one.
I don't need it.
I don't need it either. I'm not.
All right, again, turn around.
Oh yeah. Okay, sorry. I forgot you had to get your weapon so you could kill me. Yet. This fucking cuff is killing me, my ankle and my wrist, dude. And I already got problems from this last time from you people abusing your powers.
You people.
Yeah,
Which
you
one?
people,
Stay tight.
police officers, dude.
Which
Just
one?
drive the right one, please. Can you just flip it around the other way? Look, I'm not gonna attack you, dude. I got a
That's
help
all
lawsuit.
right. Lean over for me.
There you go. Just
Lean
that's
over
good,
for me?
dude. Lean over?
Yeah, I'll
I
loosen it
gotta
up.
move away from the wall.
That's good.
And the wall was in the way.
Traffic
All
stop.
right.
There you
99,
Thank
go
you.
ahead.
go. Turn it around. Turn it.
Turn what?
Turn it.
Well, here.
You want it like
Just
that?
Put my hands together like this.
That's
Yeah, 'cause
fine.
if I can keep them that way, they're fine.
Yeah, that's fine. Hang on.
Here, can you hear that?
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get a picture real quick just so I can say
Yes,
why I
please.
denied him.
Yes, please. This is a lawsuit, dude. This is Dude, he's trying to say my riding motor was a motor vehicle.
Your two choices, sit or stand.
I'll sit for right now.
Counselor, you can call your first witness. Oh, would you like to waive the reading of the information, or would you like me to read?
No, I want to hear everything.
Okay.
We're gonna go to jury trial after this. Doesn't go away.
Okay. Mr. Bowles, you're here for a preliminary hearing on charges filed by the police.
So we're looking at probable cause today.
Please don't interrupt me, Mr. Bowles, or you'll be here for a lot longer than your 3 hours. You have been charged with a misdemeanor count of resisting arrest and a summary count of not having a driver's license, summary count of driving while suspended. Well, the summaries are irrelevant today. We will not take testimony on the summaries. The summaries by law travel. If the criminal case is bound over, all the summaries will go with it. If the criminal case is dismissed, all the summaries will also be dismissed. These charges stem from an incident that allegedly occurred on 28th of June 2020, at which time you were observed driving a lawnmower without tags or rear lighting. You were stopped by Chief Heilman. You refused to provide information related to your driver's license, wouldn't give your name, and that you were not doing anything wrong. They said they would have to arrest you so that they could get your identification. They pleaded with you, discussed with you for 20 minutes to give them some identifying information. You were then told you were placed under arrest. You refused to get off the tractor. Multiple police officers then removed you from the tractor with substantial force when you refused to let go of it. And they got you to the ground and handcuffed you. And they found your ID. 8th, driving under suspension, which I will tell you, if convicted of at a later date, will carry with it substantial jail term. You're driving the tractor to the store. That's which it's alleged to have occurred. Today's hearing is not to determine your guilt or innocence, it is only to determine that there's sufficient evidence to bind this over, which is called prima facie. A prima facie case is based on me taking all the evidence in the light most favorable to the Commonwealth, and if they provide sufficient evidence that a jury, if they believe everything the officer says, and that would be at a jury trial, that would be sufficient evidence to convict you. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay, you can call your first witness.
Commonwealth calls Chief Heilman.
Please raise your right hand, face the judge.
You swear to affirm all the information you give in today's hearing is true and correct, to the best of your knowledge, if so, say I do.
I do.
Thank you.
Sir, please state your name for the record.
My name is Chief Richard Heilman. I'm employed by the Carolina Grove Police Department of the Police Officer. I've been self-employed for approximately 28 years.
And sir, Chief, were you on duty on June 28th, 2020?
I was.
And during that date, did you encounter an individual who is known to you as Ronald Ball?
Yeah, that he is now known to me as Ronald Ball. Yes.
And is that individual present in the courtroom today?
Yes, he's seated at the defense table in the black mask.
That's sufficient for the court. The defendant has been identified.
Yes.
Where were you when you first encountered the defendant?
I observed him in the 200 block of East Main Street, Fairfield, Rhode Island, County, Pennsylvania, where I hold the estate.
And, at that time, did you have cause to approach Mr. Bull?
I did.
And what was the reason for approaching him at that time?
He was driving a lawnmower down State Route 116 East Main Street in the borough of Fairfield. Vehicle that was not registered, displaying plate, tag, with lighting, so forth.
At the time of the encounter, what occurred with Mr. Bull?
I pulled out behind him, I activated my lights, he pulled off the roadway. I approached Mr. Bull, who was wearing a face mask and a face shield. I asked him for his identification. That began a approximate 20-minute or so discussion where he presented the sovereign citizen argument that he didn't have to provide me any sort of ID. I begged him to give me his name. He refused to do any of that. I advised him repeatedly that if he wouldn't provide me his name, I couldn't identify him, I'd have to place him under arrest and take him into the booking center for identification at minimum. He continued to refuse. After that period of time, I told him that I was going to have to arrest him if that was his final choice. I asked him to get off the tractor. He refused to do that. We then attempted, I had the assistance of officers from Cumberland Township, Youngsboro, Liberty Township, who come to assist. We then tried to remove him from the tractor. He held firmly to the tractor on the side. I was trying to remove his left arm from the steering wheel of the tractor as we tried to pull him off. He refused to let go. It took considerable force to break his hold on that. Meanwhile, the other officers were struggling to try to get control of his right arm. In the course of it, we were forced to take him to the ground to try to cuff him, and then we struggled for some period of time to get his arms behind him. It took a considerable amount of force to finally handcuff him that exposed all the officers involved to the risk of bodily injury. Once we had him in custody, we found his driver's license, identified him, and he was placed into custody for that resisting arrest and the sort of summary charges.
How long did the struggle in attempting to remove the defendant from the tractor until you finally got him into compliance? How much time had elapsed during that struggle?
Probably from the time that we first laid hands on him until we had him handcuffed and back up, standing up, was probably half a minute to a minute, somewhere in that range.
And how many officers were involved in that? Directly involved?
Directly involved, it took 1, 2, 3, 4, I believe, that were directly involved to try to get him handcuffed.
And does that include yourself, sir?
That includes myself.
Those are all the questions I have for you, Your Honor.
Do you have any cross-examination, Mr. Bull?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
What's your definition of probable cause?
Objection as to
Sir.
the relevance.
Sir, that's a legal question. That could be dealt with at a later time.
Didn't he choose-
Mr. Bull, please don't interrupt me,
Okay.
okay? Because I'm trying to explain things to you. And if you interrupt me, then I won't get that explanation. If you believe that there wasn't probable cause, then that is a suppression issue which would be dealt with at the Court of Common Pleas after the filing of a suppression motion. It's not relevant here. You can move on.
Do we have a copy? Did you ever see a copy of a magistrate's signed affidavit of probable cause or the warrant? Do you have one that's signed by a magistrate at all? Because I don't.
No, sir. The affidavit of probable cause, because it's a misdemeanor, anytime the affidavit of probable cause needs signed is if a warrant is requested. The only thing that has to be signed for purposes of the misdemeanor is the verification.
Okay, so there's a request for a warrant in here, then shouldn't there be a,
There was not a request for a warrant. You were arrested on view
I got one in here.
and taken to the prison. There was never a warrant request made. And a felony doesn't need sworn to. All felonies have to be sworn to because by law, a warrant is issued and one arrest is not issued.
Okay. I don't know, maybe I don't know what this paper is then. Could you show this to him and see if there's an arrest warrant? Because that's what I look like. It says arrest warrant on it, so that's what I figured it was an arrest warrant. It's asking him for arresting.
It's signed by,
Nobody. I know.
well, that's because it's, I just said it's not required. The verification is the only thing required in this case because he was not sworn in. The verification is properly signed by a judge and Officer Howman. There's no argument.
I don't have a copy of that verification. Can I get a copy of that verification? Because I don't appear to have it.
You have it.
Could you show me where it's at? Because I don't have it.
Sure. If you don't have it, then
I don't think it's here.
that's the one that Provision provided for you. I will make a copy of it and I will come right back. So
Thank you.
will have it. Provision provided you with that. But before you were arraigned, this was done.
I bet it was. Alright, that was wrong.
Here you go. There's your copy.
You get my packet back too? I don't have the packet now. I don't have the packet now.
You don't have what?
The packet that I gave you.
Mr. Ball, I just need to explain to you, we're here regarding the facts of the case that day.
Okay.
Not-
Gotta have the
procedures.
paperwork, right?
Go ahead, you can continue your questioning.
Okay. So, I think I heard you say you've been on the force 28 years?
That's correct.
Okay. Are you aware that there's some items under 1301 that are exempt from a tag? Did you find me for 1301 saying that I needed to have a tag?
Sir,
Objection is the relevance
we're not
on
here
summary
to argue the
offenses.
summaries, we're only here to determine whether you did or did not resist arrest. That is a suppression
Okay,
issue. If you believe that the stop was illegal, you will need to file a suppression motion at the Court of Common Pleas if your case is bound over.
Okay. Does the court recognize Terry versus Indiana or Ohio?
Do you have a copy of it?
I got a little bit of it, but I don't have the whole thing. But
What are you referencing?
well, I'm referencing obligation to ID without probable cause.
That's the state of Ohio.
It's also the state of Pennsylvania. This isn't a show me state. This isn't a stop and show me state.
Sir, the
Right.
requirement that you provide identification was based on a crime being committed.
Right. Allegedly.
That's a suppression
That's the probable
issue.
cause you won't let me talk
That
about.
is also a suppression issue related to whether or not this was a valid arrest.
Okay, so are you familiar with UCC?
Sir,
What? Why can't I ask so many questions?
you're not addressing any of the relevant issues. I'm trying to get you to where you can actually help yourself. Go ahead, ask the question.
Well, you're saying it's about resisting arrest then, right? Is that where we're trying to get to?
That's the issue.
Okay, well, if I wasn't lawfully arrested, then I can't
Sir, I've explained to you that whether or not there was a valid arrest, probable cause for the arrest is not relevant for purposes of today's hearing.
You got to start at the beginning of the
It may
pullover.
become relevant at a later date through a motion for suppression of the arrest being not based on probable cause.
Do you recall why I was telling you that I didn't want to give you an ID? Can I ask him that?
You sure can.
Okay, we got a question now. Do you remember why I told you I didn't have to give you an ID?
Yes, because you believe telling me your name or providing your license would enter into some form of contract with the corporation known as Pennsylvania. I believe was your explanation.
It's pretty close, yeah.
I was listening.
Did you also recall me telling you that the vehicle that you were referring to, the tractor that I was on, you kept saying it's a motor vehicle? Do you remember that conversation? You kept saying it's a motor vehicle, therefore I had to have a driver's license for it.
Yes.
Correct. Now, do you know what the definition of a motor vehicle is?
Correction, again, it's a legal issue, Your Honor.
It's defined.
I'm going to allow that question. Overruled.
There's a definition.
Yeah, I can't quote section 102 Title 75 off the top of my head, but it's a motorized vehicle. A vehicle of a motor travel.
I'll grant it's judicial notice that it's a motorized vehicle pursuant to the Pennsylvania.
It's not a motor vehicle under
Your Honor, I have the
USC.
exact definition here if you'd like me to.
No, I've entered my rule.
USC. USC is a commercial property.
That's federal statutes,
Correct.
not state.
State has to follow the federal when it comes to that because you're getting money from the state for the roads. You're getting money from the state for the roads. You can't underdo federal. And I have constitutional rights that they can't go against either. I have a constitutional right to travel upon the
I've entered
roadways.
my ruling, sir. You need to move on.
Okay. Have you ever heard of a right to travel, sir?
Oh, certainly, yes.
What's your belief of that?
Objection is the relevance on the resisting arrest count.
Sustained.
All right. Upon an arrest in Pennsylvania, is it policy and law to Mirandize somebody?
I'm sorry, what was the first
The Miranda rights.
What was the first part of your question?
Upon arrest in Pennsylvania, is it not the law that everybody gets read the Miranda rights?
It is not.
It is not.
It is not.
He's correct.
I have to disagree with that.
He's correct.
Okay. Do we have any rights at all in Pennsylvania? Do people have any rights?
Relevance, argument.
Sustained.
Okay. Not having a tag or taillights on the back of the tractor was your first inkling to pull me over, correct? That was why you wanted to pull me over, because I didn't have a tag.
Yeah, correct. You're operating motor.
Yeah, no, you're talking about no PennDOT tag, right?
Correct.
Right. Did you realize that garden tractors, it's an impossibility to even get a tag for that?
Sure, because they're illegal to operate on the roadway.
No. Are you familiar with 1302?
Objection, Your Honor, I believe this issue has already been sustained.
Didn't get no answer.
As far as the relevance
Because
of the
your
registration.
the objection was, hold on, let's just take care of this real quick. 75-1302. Be much easier that we can move on.
Any implement of husbandry within 50 miles.
This is not an implement of husbandry.
Sure it is.
Nope. I'm the sayer of the law in here. You can make that argument to another judge or a trial. In my opinion, it is not.
Well, doesn't appear we're going to get anywhere with this. I'd like to turn some forms in for you, some documents here that prove that I have a right to travel upon the roadway. It's a constitutional right that can't be taken away from anybody, by anybody, for any reason.
Actually, you have a right, but your right is based on following, your right is to travel on the roadway is constitutionally guaranteed, but not doing it in any way, shape, or form you so choose is not constitutionally guaranteed.
Not correct, sir.
Well, you know what?
I got 167 of them right here, and I got another 50 of them right here. It says you're wrong. And you convicted me twice now of this. I'm going back on your other one, too. We're going back on those other ones you convicted me on. We're not done with this. Believe me, I spent a lot of time researching all this.
Okay.
All right? I got some documents to turn in. For part of the record,
We're not a part of the court of record, but you can turn them in for purposes of today's hearing.
are you going to read them for today's hearing?
I will look at them unless they're objected to and the objection is valid.
There's these two. I want. There it is.
So copy for opposing counsel.
That's it for now. I'll save this for later. Oh, I thought you were going to show her now.
No, just show her those, and then she can determine if she wants to make an objection, and then I will.
I do have another copy of them.
That's all right.
I've glanced at these, they appear to, none of it relates to this
I have
resisting
to
arrest.
glance at them to make
They
my ruling.
appear to relate to the summary offenses.
Oh, we're driving on a suspended license.
Right, which is a summary offense.
That's, you're going to be trying under a crime. That's going to put me in for 2 years. It's a crime, not a summary. I want a jury trial too.
Well, first one, deprived without due process of law, that's what we're doing now. Second one says impaired by state police authority, that means nothing in this case. The claim of an exercise of constitutional right cannot be converted into a crime. This is the crime alleged based on your actions after the stop, not your actions during. So,
Have any actions after the stop, other than getting beat up?
none of these are relevant, sir.
Well, that's funny. We'll see what the senators and stuff in the legislature has to say about it. I think they're going to find her fine. I want to still get these stamped and put them in the file.
I already said there's no court, if we're not a court of record, we will not keep the file.
Aren't you going to move them up to the next level?
We'll have to present them again at the next level. I'm
All right.
not going to keep them, we are not a court of record, I do not retain.
No wonder they
any
keep
documents.
finding me guilty at the other courts, and you aren't sending up the documents to go in.
I didn't make the rules.
Yeah, I didn't make them either.
If you don't think what happened today is fair, you can file a habeas corpus motion at the Court of Common Pleas to have your case remanded for an additional hearing, at which time I will recuse myself. Do you have any more questions?
Are you sure about the date that you say this happened, sir?
It was the 27th of June, 2020, 39 hours.
And when you were spending time before you interacted with me, where were you parked?
I was parked at the Poly Farm.
On private property?
Correct.
You were in an unmarked car?
Correct.
Are you supposed to pull people over in an unmarked car?
Yes.
I'll check on that one too. Well, I can't really get to the resisting arrest until I go through the probable cause, so I guess I'll kind of shell up at that point.
Well,
Can't
you
start at
ask
the
your
beginning.
questions, and we'll determine based on the questions, if they're objected to, I'll enter a ruling on the objections. If they're not objected to, I will allow the question.
Under the resisting arrest charge, are you familiar with if it was an unlawful arrest, you have right to resist that arrest? When it's an unlawful arrest, the person has a right, actually duty, to resist that arrest and not get beat up or killed.
I would object to the question, given that the resisting arrest statute applies not only from affecting a lawful arrest, but also discharging any other duty. So I believe it states the statute.
I'm sorry.
It's a question of law you're asking, and that's a question of fact for the jury to answer. For purposes of today's hearing, lawful or not lawful of the arrest is not relevant.
So then if that's not relevant,
there's probable cause.
then the resisting arrest shouldn't be relevant if that's not relevant.
You can make all these arguments to a jury or in an appellate or in a court of common pleas motion to suppress.
Do you remember I was recording our pullover?
Yes.
Do you happen to know what happened in that recording?
I have no idea it was on your phone, other than when I put your phone in your bag, I stopped the recording, put it in the bag so it wouldn't kill your battery while you were in prison.
Are you aware of the fact that when you had my phone after I was apprehended in like 30 seconds, that one of your underlings evidently erased the recording, and then when it went to your hand, the recording started over while it was in your hand, and then you put it in the car with a fresh recording? In other words, do you realize you tampered with evidence that was on my phone?
I did not tamper with it. I just told you what I did. It appeared like it was recording. I hit the button to stop it, put it in the bag.
And when did you say you did that? Put it in the bag?
When I was collecting your stuff after you were in the back of the car.
So you think you turned it off right before you put it in my bag?
That's what I thought.
You sure of that? Okay.
I'm sure that's what I thought.
Okay, we'll bring that up later then, because we got a problem there. So we'll bring that up later.
Go ahead. Do you have any more questions?
When you went to take me to the prison, do you recall me telling you or asking you, begging you to take me to the hospital for the damages you guys did to me?
Yeah, you mentioned the hospital when we pulled into the prison.
You don't remember you telling that before you even pulled into the prison, that I needed to go to the hospital because you guys beat me up?
Yeah, it was at the prison.
Okay. All right, you're saying it was at the prison. You recall...
Objection's been asked and answered 3 times now.
Do you recall
it's also not relevant. The only thing that's relevant is the incident.
Well,
anything that happens after the incident may lead to a civil suit or potentially anything that the police may have done wrong, but for purposes of today's preliminary hearing,
doesn't matter that I got...
the statements made by you after the arrest are not relevant.
The statements that were made to me after the arrest?
You made after the arrest.
That I made after the arrest. Okay. So when he refused to give me medical treatment, that didn't matter either?
Not for purposes of today's hearing.
Okay, it didn't show any malice, as in why he beat me up? You didn't even feel like taking me to the hospital to get any help after he beat me
Sir,
up?
I've entered my ruling. You need
Okay.
to move on.
Well, I guess we're pretty much done here because you're not going to let me get anything in anyways. So, go ahead and move it to the next court.
Anything in that is
It's all right.
admissible evidence based on the rules of court.
You don't want to be law.
And the rules
Oh, my
of
fault.
criminal procedure.
Okay.
Do you have any additional questions to ask the officer?
Is a plaintiff in the room?
There is no plaintiff.
There is no plaintiff.
Commonwealth of Pennsylvania is the charges.
That's called a
officer is
fictitious
the
plaintiff, right? That's a fictitious plaintiff. As in federal rules of court and procedure, it's not allowed to have.
I'm
Not allowed to have their
sorry, sir, but
fictitious
it's-
plaintiffs.
The Commonwealth of Pennsylvania has the authority.